Am I the butthole for considering divorcing my husband after he became shorter? I, 31F, have been married to my husband, 32M, for 7 years. We have had a wonderful marriage filled with love, laughter, and mutual respect. However, 6 months ago, my husband was in a serious car accident that changed our lives forever. He survived, but the accident caused significant damage to his spine, and after multiple surgeries, he ended up losing 5 inches in height. He went from being 6, 2 inches to 5, 9. I know this might sound incredibly shallow, but I've been struggling with his new height. Before the accident, I always admired how tall he was. His height made me feel safe and protected, and I found it very attractive. Now, when I look at him, I can't help but feel a sense of loss. He's still the same person, and I still love him, but I miss how he used to be. Since his accident, he's been dealing with a lot of physical and emotional pain. He's been in physical therapy, and although he's making progress, he's still not back to his old self. He's also been struggling with depression, feeling like less of a man because of his reduced height. I've tried to be supportive, but I can't shake off my own feelings of disappointment. I've talked to my friends about this, and their reactions have been mixed. Some of them understand how I feel, while others think I'm being incredibly superficial and selfish. They remind me that my husband is still alive, and that's what matters most. I know they're right, but I can't help how I feel. Our relationship has become strained. I find myself avoiding intimacy because I don't feel the same attraction I once did. This has made my husband even more insecure and distant. We've tried counseling, but I don't think it's helping. The counselor suggested that I'm dealing with a form of grief, mourning the loss of my husband's former physical appearance. She also pointed out that my husband's accident was traumatic for both of us, and it's understandable that I'm struggling with these changes. But knowing this hasn't made it any easier. I've been contemplating divorce because I don't know if I can continue living like this. I feel guilty for even considering it, especially knowing how much my husband has already been through. I never imagined our marriage would come to this, and it breaks my heart to think about leaving him. I worry that if I stay, I'll be living a lie, pretending everything is okay when it's not. When I look at him now, I feel a mixture of love, sadness, and guilt. I know he's still the same person inside, but his physical change has affected how I see him. I'm also scared of what people will think of me if I go through with a divorce. I fear being judged as someone who abandoned their spouse in their time of need. But at the same time, I wonder if it's fair to stay in a marriage where I'm no longer happy or fulfilled. I've always believed that marriage should be for better or worse, but I never anticipated facing something like this. I don't want to hurt my husband, but I also don't want to live in a state of constant dissatisfaction and longing for the past. I feel trapped between my loyalty to him and my own needs and desires. Has anyone else gone through something similar? How did you handle it? Am I the asshole for considering divorce because my husband became shorter? I'm at a loss and don't know what to do. Any advice would be greatly appreciated. So Reddit, am I the butthole for considering divorcing my husband after he became shorter?